In today's video, I want to take a deeper dive in the world of fiber. We have discussed fiber in previous videos, but it has been very basic in terms of what we spoke about in terms of digestion, blood sugar regulation, so I want to go into more detail. Now, the first thing when we're talking about fiber is to know that there is a whole list of benefits, including heart health benefits, including digestion, of course, including blood sugar, as well as hormones and cholesterol. There is just so much power in getting enough substantial and a good breakdown of types of fiber in your daily consumption. And so that range should be between 25 and 35 grams for most people, but it is all relative to where you're starting. So if you're starting out with 10 grams per day, then we want to slowly increase you little by little to get to 25. And then when you feel comfortable, and by that I mean you're not super bloated, you're not super gassy and uncomfortable, then we can progress you up to maybe 35 grams per day. But this, again, needs to be done in a slow process, and also you need to make sure that you're consuming enough water when you are increasing your fiber. This will reduce any of that discomfort that most people do have when consuming fiber. And there is soluble fiber, there's insoluble fiber, and there is also resistant starch, which we have spoken about before. Now, this is going to be from foods like green bananas, which clearly we're not one to want to just scarf down a whole bunch of green bananas, but you can also get green banana powder. And then you can also create resistant starch through the heating and cooling process of foods. So that is one of the hacks for blood sugar, is that you can cook the starch and then you can let it cool and you can reheat it, and that is going to reduce that blood sugar spike because it turns to resistant starch. So it is processed differently in our body than just having it cooked and eaten while warm. Now, when it comes to hormones, there is a big piece of the puzzle that most women neglect when it comes to the benefits of fiber, is knowing the impact it has on estrogen in our body. And so, of course, as we are going through perimenopause, the estrogen is fluctuating day to day for a lot of people. And so we want to make sure that we are getting rid of any excess estrogen every month. So I have told you before how I feel about not having an actual menstruation phase if you are still cycling, and that is an opportunity to get rid of the estrogen in our body every month. So consider that being maybe a downside of birth control. But when it comes to fiber, that's going to allow us to get rid of that estrogen every month as well. So if you're neglecting your fiber every month, then you're going to be probably suffering in terms of your hormones. And you know, again, this is something that we really need to view as a whole. We don't need to just focus on one type of fiber. We need to be getting a diverse amount from nuts, from seeds, from grains. And, you know, as we talked about in the grains video, it really is going to be something that you need to get that good balance of what is best for you. So some people can incorporate flaxseed and it's completely fine and it's helpful and it allows them to feel good. They hit their mark with fiber. And other people just feel absolutely terrible when they do flaxseed, but they can do other forms of fiber. So you will get a list of foods that do have a high fiber content. And if you're already between 25 and 35 grams, can you go up to 40 grams? Of course you can if your body feels good going to that level. I would be careful going, you know, much higher than 40, honestly, but you know, again, if you're increasing, then increase your hydration and everything should be good to go. So hopefully this video was helpful. Remember, it's much more than just benefiting your GI tract and allowing you to go to the restroom. It's helping with heart health. It's helping with blood sugar. Again, we are looking at the carbohydrate content and then we're subtracting that fiber to get the net impact carbs that is really impacting our blood sugar, okay? And so that's why you are able to have much more carbs when you're looking at total carbs if you are having a substantial amount of fiber and still keeping healthy blood sugar levels, and in turn keeping healthy insulin levels. We'll see you in the next video.